Welcome everybody. Where do we start? Evolution tech. If you are tuning in today, that means you're confused as we are when it comes to upgrading this tech and what paths we need to take. So hopefully we can shed some light today on what's the best path to take and maybe discuss the techs as we go through. Evolution tech is a mutation of diamond tech. Phase 1 of each tech has 6 levels, but after you choose which upgrade path you'd like to go down according to your specific playstyle, you can upgrade both paths, but you select which Phase 2 you'd like to use. When using Phase 2, you'll receive all the bonuses of Phase 1. Purchasing an infusion tech unlocks it for both Dr. Aegon and Dr. Aegon in the workshop, but you'll upgrade them both separately so you can play around with which bonuses you'd want for each unit. These evolution techs are available only in Nightmare Skirmishes. That means if you don't unlock them from this event, you're not going to get them from any other event. There might be a chance for purchasing them for gold. I know nobody wants to do that, so please try your best to get them in this event. Okay, so let's just discuss this part a little bit. So if you're like me, you thought that you need to upgrade, and I'll just swap over a page a second. If you're like me, you would have thought, right, I need to upgrade this, and if I upgrade them all, everything that's in these two will come to this one. No, that's not the case. You upgrade phase number 1, and then you need to choose which is better for you, this one or this one. And that's the same for all 3 of these. You don't need to upgrade all 9 of them. You can do if you want to, but I don't think we've got time to upgrade everything, or we're just going to fall behind with everything else. You need to pick and choose what's best for your playing style, like Kixeye said. I'll just cut back to this picture a second. And to be fair, it says it pretty clear here once you figure it out. Look, it says or. That's the big giveaway, or. So you set phase 1 and phase 2, or that'll be your number 2. So 1 and 2 go together, so you choose which one that might be. What's hard is the fact that when you're trying to choose which one's best, you're clicking on one, you're reading everything, and to be fair, there's a long list. So you're reading everything, and yeah, you take it all in, and then you go to another one, and then you go, oh, I can't remember what was in the last one. Well, hopefully we've got you covered there, hopefully, because we've done a document, we've done a sheet, to hopefully make it a bit simpler for us all, so it's in front of us all the time, so we can read that and compare them side by side instead of jumping back into. And this document will be available in the unofficial War Commander Discord channel that we've created for the live shows. The link will be posted on this video if you want to join that and get access to this document. So we've noticed a couple of inconsistencies, and the inconsistencies are at the max level values. So I'll just jump back over here again. So everything that we put into this document are max values. So we've wrote everything down when the unit is maxed. So, but there are some inconsistencies in the stuff that jumps over from phase 1 to jumping over into phase 2. Which I'll just give you an example, because on the document, the inconsistencies we've highlighted in red. So, for example, Kixeye said everything from phase 1 jumps over to the box. On this document, this box is what's jumped over here from phase 1. Kixeye said everything from phase 1 jumps over to the phase that you choose next. But in the number 1 max value, phase 1 value, max level, it's 20% damage from all sources. Now, the max level in phase 2, and we're going to call it phase 2A and phase 2B, it drops back down to 10%. So So it didn't carry over. Yeah, it's carried over, but we've just lost 10%. And then another example is as 20% splash, phase 1. Now correct, this one max value, it still has 20% splash. This one max value, it drops down to 10% splash. So it's a bit contradicting. Is it a typo? Is it not a typo? We don't know. We're not sure until KIXEYE confirms that. But the numbers are there. You can read it yourself if you go into your workshop. The number changes, so it's a bit inconsistent. What would I pick out of these two on the fire phase? Myself personally, I'd probably go to phase 2A, which is the middle slot. So I'll call it number 2. It's the one in the middle. I'll upgrade this one first, which will open up this one. Well, it'll open up both of them, so you can choose, but I'm going to choose this one. And the reason I'm going to choose it is because of my playing style. I like the 50 range, minus 50 reload, plus 40% damage to buildings, but a big one for me is no last stand defenders. So for example, say I like to use this unit in PvP and I want to kill a bunker, the units aren't going to spawn a last stand defender. So that's what I like about that tech, and that's the one that I'm going to start working on first. Move over to the thorium phase. Some more inconsistencies. We've got plus 10% damage to vehicles, then it jumps up to 20% damage to vehicles. Again, KIXEYE said that it all carries over as normal, but it's not, it's jumped up. And then if you were to choose this one, we'll call it 2B, it's dropped back down 10% again. So there's an inconsistency there. But I just want to point this out, where it says plus 10% damage to aircraft. Can you see where it says 10% damage to aircraft there? Nope, it says plus 10% damage to infantry. But if you come over here, the infantry is missing and it now says aircraft. So it's changed from infantry to aircraft. Is it a typo? We don't know. We're just pointing it out. If you go read it yourself, you will see it. It's changed from infantry to aircraft when it's not meant to, if we're going off what KIXEYE say. Again, this document is just so you can see it all in front of your eyes and choose which is best for you. There's no inconsistencies on the infection phase. None whatsoever. Everything's written correctly. Everything's matching up to the phase 1 for these two other phases. So KIXEYE have written this one out right. So whether it's a typo or not on the other two, we're not sure. And again, I said that I'm going to be working on the fire phases first, which will be the middle one. My second one, if I was going to, is going to be the infected phase. Reason being is I'll do the phase 1 and then I'll call it the 2B, which is the third one. So I'll upgrade phase 1 and then I'll come straight to the third one. Reason being is it spawns zombies, changes projectiles to zombies, spawns zombies, has 20% damage to vehicles, etc. So if I go into, because my playing style is PvP, if I go into someone's base and I start firing at something, it's going to chuck out loads of zombies into their base, hopefully, and then their base is going to hit the zombies instead of my units, in theory, if we're going off what it says on paper. We've not tested this tech yet because none of us have got it maxed in my clan, so hopefully we can make a video in future showing you that tech. Again, if you want to get access to this document, it's going to be in the unofficial War Commander page. We're going to post a link on this video. I hope we've dumbed it down a bit for everybody. If not, drop us a message in the unofficial War Commander and we'll try explain some more. Thanks for coming. See yous.